ladies and gentlemen. Today, this is your boy Carito, and I am going to be giving you my settings that I use for Rainbow Six Siege. I am currently at Plat 2, sitting at 3659. I will say that settings, and even in my later video I will be doing a attachments guide. I will tell you right now that it is personal preference. I just show my opinion on how I play and on how I like my settings. No person is alike, but if someone were to use my settings or attachment guides to help them get to where they need to get better, that's where I come in. Basically, that's what I want to help with, is to make a person better, not for a person to copy me. I mean, you can copy me and maybe it might work, but normally, like I said, no two people are alike. I actually deleted my saved data. As you can see, all my operators are grayed out and everything, because I'm starting from fresh, because I honestly, some of my settings, with all the new settings that came in and some of the settings that I used to rock, I have to go through and just set everything how I like it. And yeah, so first, with matchmaking preferences, this is only for quick match right here and then training grounds. Well, for training grounds, I take extract hostage, protect hostage off, because I play rank mainly. Nothing to do with hostage and rank. I'm gonna keep disarm bomb and elimination on, because rank is all about bomb and eliminating players. And then for quick match, I like having all three on so I don't have to wait forever to find a game. And that's also due to the fact that when I play casual, I don't normally use it as a warm-up. I like using unranked as a warm-up instead, if I do a game mode for a warm-up. For training ground, lone wolf, headshot only, I don't do, just cause, I mean, yeah, you can practice your headshots, but that's not me. And the reason why you see me do those maps the way I did is I basically only allowed the rank maps. Ping, which is send and receive pings to and from your teammates. This includes the yellow pings and the red pings. So I keep that on. Display performance metrics. So I like to use the minimal metrics. That was back in the day when I only used 60 frames. Now when I go in the game, I have 120 frames, which I do recommend anyone looking for a 100 frame television. I recommend either the LG C1 or the LG G1. That's my recommendation for televisions. Sorry about that. For gaming monitors, there's a list. I don't really get into depth on it just because I don't like looking at a small screen. That's just my preference. But is a list. If I ever get that list again, I will give my recommendations out for the monitors. But for the televisions, for sure, OLED, LG, C1 or G1. There are other TVs out there, but that's my personal preference, and that's the one I rock. Connectivity feedback, I just keep on default. Oh, another thing, the reason why minimal metrics for 120 hertz, I don't, I don't do it, is because even though I use VR, not VR. Oh man, um, I can't even flip and remember the name of it now. Um, give me. So I was thinking correctly. I just didn't add the extra R. So for VRR, I have for the TV obviously, and it displays my screen at 120, 119 frames basically around there, and it doesn't go up, it doesn't go down, it stays there at a steady. But even though I have that at a steady, once I get in the game, the FPS for my Rainbow will still say like 130, 140, which isn't correct. So I just have it off because it's just gonna take up a little stuff at the bottom of the screen, and why have it there, you know? So I keep it off. Honestly, these are better if you have for a PC, basically. Okay, cycle inside camera groups. A lot of people don't know what this is. I still, to this day, I used it at one period in time, but I honestly forgot exactly what it is. But if I'm correct, don't quote me on this. Don't quote me on this though, but if I'm correct, cycle inside camera groups is basically you have your default cameras, and then basically instead of having all your cameras in one area and you just keep going through it, they separate it in each area. So the default, then your Echo, like Maestro, Bulletproof, and Valkyrie, they separate it in categories. And if you don't want to actually keep on hitting the button until you get to the camera, you just, I think it's the right or left arrow key, you navigate through it and you can go straight to it. I'm actually gonna turn it back on to see if I like it. That's just me, just due to the fact that I need to get used to it and see what it is really. But don't quote me on that. Drone after prep, honestly, I have it on automatic because of the amount of spawn runouts and spawn peaks and everything. That's just me. I know your drone is more likely to get destroyed if you have it on automatic, because you automatically exit the observation tool. And I used to rock semi-auto, but like I don't understand it sometimes because I think it's bugged out for me sometimes because it exits the tool unless you were controlling your drone. The thing is even though it was sometimes even though I wasn't controlling the drone, it wouldn't exit me out. So like I said, it was a little weird. And then manual, you obviously exit out on your own, which is actually a good thing if you want to try to keep your drone running away, but I just keep it on automatic. Match replay, I like to have my match replays on. HUD. Custom, normal, minimal, cinematic. Cinematic, basically everything's gonna be off. I'm supposed to make it look cinematic-y. Minimal, everything's minimal. So this is me. I have compass on. Instead of advanced, I have it simplified so it's smaller, not as big. Current location. I like the current location. Generic pings, contextual pings, opponent pings, objective markers, elimination markers, ping location helpers, all on. Loadout. I just keep loadout on because it shows your it shows all your ammo count and ability account and gadget count. You know, sometimes when you're in the heat of the moment, you're not gonna remember how much gadgets you have left or anything, you know? So I keep it on because it reminds me. Loadout inputs, basically I keep on. I don't see no issue with it on. Health, I used to rock number only, but I think I'm gonna rock on in general. Status effects on, stance indicator. Honestly, I don't think you need that on. You should know if you're laying down, crouch, or standing up. You're gonna understand your person going up, crouch, and then down to prone. DBN, down but not out timer. Honestly, I don't think you need that on. Critical warnings on. Action reminders, basically reload reminder, I think it is, or like you can jump over something or something. I actually keep action reminders on because if you don't have it on, there are some things that have a little, like, you have to be at a certain spot for you to jump or for you to put a deployable shield, and I like to have that action reminder on because it helps me, like, oh, I can put it here now instead of you constantly trying to look for it. Diffuse reminder, I actually like that because they did change up some of the maps. For instance, Coastline was one of them, but honestly in Coastline everybody knows where you go now to plant anyways. But I just do it because sometimes I try to, I'm not gonna lie, I think I'm in an objective, but I went past the cutoff point to defuse. So yeah, I have it on. Action duration bar. I don't really mess with all this stuff. Crosshair, operation reticle, observation tool reticle, grenade indicator on. Threat indicator, hit indicator, kill confirm, hit confirmation on. Device area of effect, that's like basically like if you throw a Ella up or something, it shows how, or a Jaeger or anything, it shows how wide the affection is. Objection maker markers, I mean pings, opponent rim light. Opponent rim light I definitely would recommend on, so people can't hide in dark stuff and you don't see them. Opponent online ID, honestly doesn't matter. Teammate outlines I actually keep off. I don't see no point in it. Teammate icons on, teammate online ID on, match header on. Match header actually show status of teammates and opponents. Actually no, yeah, keep that on, my bad, keep that on. Reinforce pool, diffuse timer, match timer, round number, match updates, show match updates and match feedback such as player eliminations, round numbers, bans. Honestly, you shouldn't need bans on just cause it's useless. You should know what's being banned the whole game because of when you pick your operator, it's gonna show an X mark, and I own all ops, so it doesn't affect me any. Match update and round them. I don't know what I had these on again. I'll figure it out later. Score updates, show your score updates and the match feedback. Drones destroyed, objective tracker. Drones destroyed I don't want to keep on. Just pops up and it gets annoying. Objective tracker, show which objectives have been located. Located only appears in certain game modes such as disarm, bomb, or training grounds. That doesn't matter. Versus update, show remaining attackers versus defenders after each elimination. It doesn't matter if you keep that on and off. I don't really think it affects much. Gameplay warnings, operator cards. Show operator cards in support mode and replays. Gameplay. This is just for replays, basically. In support mode, like you're dead. So this stuff really doesn't make a difference, in my opinion. Show the operator guys overlay when it's selected in game. Nah, honestly, that's your choice. I don't really have much off. There's some other ones I probably do have off. I just don't remember. That would be my HUD. Okay, audio. You know what they need to do for HUD? They need to make it like the Division, where you can make something small, big, or you can completely take off completely. They need to do something like that. Audio. English subtitles actually will have off. I don't think there's no point in having it on. Actually, no, I'll keep it on because I think it might help me out with some of the call outs, to be honest. Night mode, voice chat, I'm gonna put at 90 for now. I think that might still be too high. Music, actually just have music all the way off. Okay. Um. See, the whole thing with VSync, it syncs your game to your screen's refresh rate. This feature eliminates tearing when enabled. Turning VSync off will give you better reactivity, but tearing may occur. So basically, turning it off will give you better reactivity. What that means is you get better reaction because there won't be any latency or delays. That's basically what that means. I have off. Now, if you have this on, you can turn on minimal metrics if you have it on, because it won't go any higher than 120 or 60. So you be good with if you have VSync on. But I have off because, well, I like the better reaction time, and I don't really notice tearing that much. I have performance, obviously, for the 120 hertz. And then for field of view, I have at 84 and not at the full 90, because at the full 90 it looks a little weird in my opinion. And then the rest of this, keep it the same. Okay, controller stuff, look in vision, if I said that right, disabled. If you have this enabled, be honest, a lot of people probably would think you're weird. I don't think I've met anyone that ever runs this on any game. It's just very awkward in general. Um, I think it's more of a thing meant for, I don't even know actually. I'm not even gonna try to even guess. But, I just have it off. There's no reason to have it on or anything like that. Vibration. Vibration is weird. I honestly, anyone that uses vibration is weird in my opinion. Not trying to, call anyone out, but it's just weird. And then trigger effect, same thing for vibration. It's just vibrating your triggers. Honestly, it probably just messes your aim up in my opinion. And then for vertical and horizontal sensitivity, I have 40 and 55. Dead zone 55. Classic for controller rotation. Disabled aim assist because it only helps terrace hunt. Gadget deployment, drone deployment, advanced. Okay, apply that, and now controller ADS. I have on standard over advanced. Advanced really. So I used to rock advanced, but I figured out that ADS sensitivity is actually how fast you move your, basically how fast you're moving, like when you're already aimed in, how fast you move left or right and all that. It's not what I thought it was at first. So I use standard and I set all of my scopes to 40. So I honestly think Ubisoft needs to hurry up and add the streamer mode, because this right here does not help whatsoever. I was stream sniped yesterday and someone sent me a message saying to turn off my stream, and they beat us in overtime, and I was like, I'm not gonna send nobody a message because I don't risk getting myself banned or anything like that, but I really wanted to call him a basically a scaredy cat, but in a lot more uglier words for stream sniping me. And it's funny because when we went to overtime, I think it was overtime, I can't remember, but I remember one of the rounds, the team, it was, we were attacking and they were defending, and they just kept on, it was a Mozzie. I put at like 5 HP and he kills me at the end, but like what I noticed is he kept rotating left to right and just kept shooting where I was gonna be at. So I don't think these help, and honestly all they do is hide your region and latency, and then, which, I mean, it doesn't help. And then hidden matchmaking delay, it doesn't help. And it just adds more time to you matchmaking. So these really don't help in my opinion. And that's what these at first were supposed to kind of be a help for, I think. But honestly, when someone searches my name up, I noticed that when someone searches my name up on R6 Tracker, they just click on my YouTube channel or Twitch channel and see if I'm streaming. So yeah. I honestly probably won't be broadcasting anymore. I'll probably be doing manual recording a lot more now, due to the fact because of stream sniping. Because I've been stream sniped like the last couple of days, like twice to 3 times. I actually had one guy also message me on my comments saying, GG, you just better, something like that. And I went to my recent player list and I played against him. So yeah, I beat some of my stream snipers, and then I lost against some. Stream sniping in general, I think you're just scared and you are bad at the game. You can't win legitly. Accessibility, I just have mine on light blue. Optic opacity doesn't matter. Screen shake off completely. Blue and orange. Used to this more than blue and red. And these don't matter. And that will be my tutorial on all my settings. I will go back through it real quick and explain some stuff. Like I already explained a little bit on the cycle inside camera groups. Like I said, don't quote me on that one exactly. I explained this one a little. But I'm gonna explain the where was it? Actually, I think that might be it. Oh, controller rotation. Honestly, I don't know how to explain this one on the top of my head. I just know classic is a slow progression into reaching full tilt, while updated is more consistent progression of rotation speed. I think it basically is. I think classic is just more. What is that word I'm looking for? More accurate, in my opinion, than updated. That's just me. And then gadget development. I mean deployment. I said development. Wow. Deployment. I have on advanced because all you have to do is push the gadget button and hold interaction button to deploy the gadget, or push gadget button again to cancel. Standard is hold and release the gadget button to deploy the gadget. After deploying has started, this action cannot be cancelled. See advanced, you has the option to cancel it. Drone development. Advanced. If you have it on standard, when you throw your drone, you're going to be on your drone when you throw it. Basically will get you killed if anybody wants to run out on you. Advanced. Most people rock advanced nowadays, so a lot of people don't run out anymore and kill you. So you could rock standard and you probably get away with it just because a lot of defenders know that most people would rock advanced. Um, Basically, advanced, you throw your drone and you won't like go into your drone at the same time. That is it. Um, my next video would be going over the attackers and defenders, and basically what gadgets I use for, secondary gadgets, what guns I like to use, and what search situations, and basically attachment guide. Thank you for watching, and I hope this helped you out. Have a good day.